There are so many learned personalities on Buddha and Buddhist teaching. So I am not a suitable person to deliver on the teachings of Buddha. But I just want to say a few words. Buddha means the enlightened one. The process of becoming Buddha, the process of awakening and enlightenment. Every one of us had the seed and potential to become a Buddha. But of course, it's very clear that we all cannot be Buddhas. It depends on primarily on your sadhana, top, and the environment that exists. One of my respected friend told me that you should commit first to be Siddhartha Gautam if you want to go in the process of becoming Buddha. Becoming Siddhartha Gautam doesn't mean that you have to be a prince from the royal family. No. Siddhartha Gautam, to become Siddhartha Gautam or process of becoming Siddhartha Gautam means you should have full dedication in the pursuit and quest of truth. Siddhartha Gautama means he left the palace. He gave up the throne. All the material abundance, all the pleasure from material world. And that was dedicated for the quest of truth. So, if you do not dare to be, or we do not dare to be in the process of becoming Siddhartha Gautam, in the path of Siddhartha Gautam, we cannot be in the process of Buddhism, or we cannot be a good disciple of Buddha. The problem is that we in the world today pretend to be Buddhas before becoming or walking the path of Siddhartha Gautama. You don't dedicate yourself to the cause. You don't devote yourself for the cause. You don't devote yourself for your salvation and salvation of the humankind. And you think that you yourself already are a Buddha, and that is the problem that we are facing in the humankind today. So, as Professor Doctor was just briefing us about the sacred Lumbini garden and Maya Devi temple, he was telling us of the voidness, the emptiness, the essence of Buddha's teachings. That is the whole essence of the matter, life, universe is voidness or emptiness. And to realize this, the most scientific technique that Buddha practiced and gave to us is meditation. Meditation is the key to help us become aware of ourselves first and then become aware of the surroundings. So, in this world today, many people Many of us talk of meditation, but sometimes it is wrongly interpreted as concentration or like that. Meditation is awareness. And we have the scientific technique to lead us to the process of becoming aware, and that is the meditation technique. So it is pure and pure scientific technology, scientific tool to probe into yourself and know yourself. Become aware of the self. That leads you to be aware of the whole environment. So, meditation is a scientific technique and tool. Turn inward, observe yourself, know yourself, transform yourself, and finally identify with yourself and liberate yourself. This is what for me the spirituality is. And the key to spirituality is meditation technique. So it is a pure and pure scientific phenomenon and a scientific tool. So we have to coordinate the modern science with this spiritual science. That makes the world materially prosperous and spiritually profound, happy and peaceful. Otherwise, you can develop your country or society, but when you develop materially and socio-economic progress is taken to the height, then also there you see and you face the serious problem of mental stress, depression, suicides, and so on. People are not happy. People are aspiring for peace. People are aspiring for their liberation. First, they want the things to live, the means to live. But ultimately, comfort life won't be the ultimate solution for your happiness and peace. You have to coordinate it, you have to join it with spirituality. And spirituality may not be necessarily linked with any organized religion. What Buddha taught us is not faith. Buddha was always against any faith. Be critical. Experience yourself the truth and only then accept it and practice it. That was the teaching of the Buddha. Buddha particularly said, don't follow me because I said. Or your other ancestors said. Or your scriptures explained or just wrote. No. You have to experience the truth by yourself. Be critical. When you feel that it is true, when you experience that it is true, only then you accept it. Only then you practice it. That was the approach, the critical and dialectical approach of Buddha. So it is different than other organized religions. We have full respect to all the religions and the religious people. But you may be Christian, And you can internalize the meditation technique given by Buddha and meditate. Your Christianity is not hampered. You can be a Islam or Muslim and you can practice this sort of meditation technique given by Buddha, the Vipassana meditation, and your Islam or is not at danger and risk at risk. So even Hindus, so it's a critical scientific approach and teachings of Buddha. I don't want to, I have read any speech here, I didn't like to read it. This is what I wanted to communicate to you. I was the home minister before I came into this foreign ministry. Before 2 weeks. Not exactly 2 weeks, or less than that. I was the home minister, deputy prime minister, home minister. I conducted meditation session for our secretaries, joint secretaries, officers of my ministry. Not only that, IGPs, AIGPs, police officers, second session of meditation to them. And I decided to conduct a meditation session in the ministry itself. I gave the written instruction in the ministry, come to the office, first practice meditation for 15 minutes, only then work. People ask me, aren't you wasting 15 minutes government time for nothing, that sort of thing like meditation? No, I asked him. And that was the question raised in the parliamentary committee. I answered. Do you sleep every day, every night? I mean, every night, do you sleep? Why to sleep? You work the whole night, 7 hours, 8 hours. Why don't you work? Because sleeping means you take a rest. It is quite necessary and it is quite natural to take a rest for 6 to 8 hours every night so that it can be fresh and energetic for another day. Is not that the law? Then why don't you spare some time for meditation and you will be more fresh, more energetic, more productive. You will be in a state of rest, fresh. You will be calm. You will observe yourself, reform yourself, transform yourself, and go to work. It helps you. The people will get more benefit from the person who has meditated. So, I was doing the campaign of good governance. I talked to you this morning that one of the main problems with us in economic development is the lack of good governance. And I was strictly adhered to the task of maintaining good governance. And for good governance, not law only, not administrative orders only, is enough. You have to make your friends who are working with you and the people who are in the society also be reformed to maintain the good governance in the government machinery and the society. When you have your staff, officers who has meditated, meditation practitioner, and he's stress-free, or at least he has lowered down his stress level. He is little happy with all the things that he is to engage with. Take it the reality as it is. Accept the reality as it is. We don't encourage him to take the gap. Don't take anything under the table and do something for that. So he's responsible to the people. He's focused on his work. He's not the product given by the meditation. So meditation is helpful in maintaining good governance, I said. And still, I am planning to start the meditation session for my officers in the foreign ministry too. So it's not at all related to any organized religions. Leave it. Whatever be the religion you have faith in, you accept it, you internalize it, you do your rituals under it, no problem. But you practice the meditation, get stress free, get deep rest. That gives you deep rest. You become more focused. You become more energetic. You will reform yourself, giving up the bad habits and bad attitudes, and you will yourself be going in transformation, and you will also transform the people and be more patriotic and service oriented. That is the key. So at this moment, I just wanted to touch upon my understandings on the essence of Buddha's teachings and meditation techniques and its contribution. Excellency ambassadors, I can guarantee you one thing. I can guarantee if you practice meditation, it will definitely contribute and you will take the advantage from it. I can guarantee. But to what extent you will take the advantage, I can't say. It depends on your thought, your dedication, and the environment you live in. The advantage, I am the man who try to speak the truth. I do what I speak. I speak what is true for me and I do according to that. So it's guaranteed. You practice it. It will be advantageous to your life, your office work, your approach to life will be different one, and you will have fully compassionate, lovely, good work doing, energetic, and our relations will be more deeper, stronger, and we, different countries, their governments, their people will be closely linked and cooperative to each other. This is my opinion only. I don't want to go in detail, just I want to repeat one sentence of Secretary General Guterres when he came here at this very site and spoke. I quote, "From these sacred gardens, I call on the world to act now for peace." Unquote. And dear friends, lastly, now I would like to convey a message of peace from this sacred place, World Heritage Site, amidst your gracious presence, and invite you to join me. Peace message. Throughout history, Lumbini, the birthplace of Gautam Buddha, had stood as a beacon of hope and inspiration for humanity. A reminder that even in the face of adversity, the light of peace can never be extinguished. Recognizing the yearning for peace, for prosperity, and expressing commitment to global solidarity and understanding in the spirit of the Buddha's teachings. The Lumbini Conclave, organized under the auspices of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Honorary Consular Corps, Nepal, with participation by ambassadors and representatives of various countries, underscores the following messages. Amidst the turmoil and uncertainty that grip our world, may we pause and reflect on the timeless wisdom that emanates from the land of Buddha, Nepal. As we extend our hands for friendship and goodwill, may we sow the seeds of peace and forge bonds of understanding and build a future where peace and prosperity receive unconditional priority by all. As we treat the path towards peace, may we emphasize the dialogue over discord, empathy over enmity, and compassion over conflict. With utmost compassion, hope in our hearts, and peace as our guiding light, may you embark on a journey together towards a brighter, more peaceful future. May peace prevail on the earth. Thank you.